Audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Vinod. No, should I wait some more time or shall we start?
You can start, ma'am.
All right, okay. You can, I'll share the screen, you can record. Okay. Can you see my screen, ma? Is my screen visible, ma?
No, ma'am.
No? One second. Now is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am. Visible, ma'am.
All right, okay, then we'll start. Okay, last time I think there was a huge gap between our descending tract and ascending tracts. I hope you remember what we learned in the descending tract, right? So the descending tracts are mainly concerned with motor control, right? Whatever movements of the body that we move, whether we want to do writing or talking, whatever voluntary movements, motor movements is a function of the descending tract. Now, for the, what do you mean by ascending tract? The ascending tracts are sensory tracts. Okay, sensory tracts that carry different sensations from different parts of the body, from all over body, head, wherever, peripheries. Okay, to the brain, and it will help us to perceive the sensation, the corresponding sensation through whichever tract it is conveyed. Okay, so what is meant by a tract? Everything I'll go from the basic. I hope you remember the descending tracts. I'm not revising that now. Okay, because we have 6 tracts to learn today. So the objectives for today's session will be, by the end of this session, you must be able to enumerate, that means list the ascending tracts of the spinal cord. There are many tracts, like how we learned the corticospinal tract or the pyramidal tract as the main tract, and all the other smaller tracts later in short. Like that, here you have some main tracts, and you have some, the tracts that they're not mainly concerned with the sensory sensation, but still they are ascending tracts. So those we just have to learn in short. So then we will have to know about the origin, course, the termination and functions of the different ascending tracts, mainly the dorsal column, the spinothalamic tract, and the spinocerebellar tract. Those are the tract that carries unconscious proprioception. All right. So before we start with the ascending tracts, I'll tell you what is meant by an ascending tract. Ascending tract is one. It's going to ascend from the body to the brain. So that means you have receptors all over your body, like in the anywhere in your body. Okay. If we are able to perceive something as hot, something as cold, or a pain sensation, or something is vibrating, you can feel that vibration. So all these sensations, how you are able to perceive is, you have receptors in the body. Okay, they are nothing but specialized nerve endings. They act as transducers, meaning transducer means converting one form of energy into another form. Okay, if it's a thermal energy, heat or cold, okay, that will be, it will not go as for a hot sensation of day brain, it will go as a signal, right? So it will be converted to electrical signals. So that is done by the receptors. Okay, somebody is pinching you, it is pain, but you're not going, the pain is not going to ascend all over your, from your hand to your brain, and you feel it as pain. It will be converted as electrical signals, and that impulses will travel through the nerves to the brain. Brain will decode it as the corresponding sensation or the respective sensation. All right. So you have different types of sensations. Sensations, when we talk, it is general sensations and special sensations. General sensations are, can you name some general sensations, any of you? Yes, ma'am. Touch, pressure, vibration, proprioception, all of these are general sensations. Okay. Okay, can you name some special sensation, ma? Just unmute and be interactive, ma, so that I won't feel like that I'm talking to the screen. Yes, Vinod, Shweta, anybody?
Taste.
Taste, very good. Vision, hearing, right? Smell, these are all special sensations, all right? They have special receptors and they go through special pathways and they reach special areas in the brain. So they are special sensations. General sensations means all over the body you have those receptors and they will go through specified tracks to specific part of the brain. All right. Okay. So that is about the sensations which will be perceived by which will be received by the receptors all over your body. It will be carried by your nerves from the peripheral nerves. It will go up to the spinal cord. It will enter the spinal cord and from the spinal cord it will be carried up. So last time we came from the brain to the periphery. Now we are going from the periphery to the brain. So we have to go in the reverse order. It is brainstem is midbrain, pons, medulla. Now we will be going up like this. So after the spinal cord, medulla, pons, midbrain. Did you get me? When it is a descending tract, it comes from the cortex, then it comes to midbrain, pons, medulla, then comes to the spinal cord, then to your body. Here now it's going to the reverse order. So it go up to the spinal cord, up the spinal cord, then medulla, pons, then midbrain, it goes up, then goes to the thalamus, and then goes to the cortex. All right. So descending tract started from the motor cortex. Now these sensations will reach the sensory cortex. All right. Okay. Now to start with a case, supposing I tell a person had some injury in the brain. It can be an injury in the brain or in the spinal cord. Accordingly, the sensations will be affected. Supposing there is a gunshot injury, which is going to cut half of the spinal cord, then whatever sensations that are carried from that side is going to get affected. Supposing it's injury in the brain, okay, the sensory cortex, okay. So you have the sensory cortex in the post-central gyrus. Pre-central gyrus, see, there's a horizontal sulcus, the division in the brain. Okay, the area in front is the pre-central gyrus. The area between is the central sulcus. The pre-central gyrus is where the motor tracts will originate. The post-central gyrus, the central sulcus, the munnala வந்து motor area. பின்னால வந்து gyrus elevation. Brain la நானே சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, brain elevation depression இருக்கும். Depression sulcus. Fissure ரொம்ப deep அது பேர் sulcus. Elevation is where the gyrus. So on the central sulcus க்கு முன்னால இருக்க elevation pre-central. Okay, pre-central gyrus. அங்கிருந்து motor nerves, motor cortex will start. Okay. இப்போ இங்க இருந்து போறது sensory cortex வந்து behind the central sulcus, post-central gyrus. Okay. So that's the region. Supposing on the area, supposing it is in the, this is in the frontal lobe. Okay. And sensory cortex is in the, which lobe? Sensory cortex. Frontal lobe பின்னால என்ன இருக்குமா? Hello. Yes. Gross தான் கேட்க. Frontal lobe பின்னால என்ன lobe இருக்கு?
Parietal lobe.
Very good. Parietal lobe. So sensory cortex is in the parietal lobe. Your motor cortex is in the frontal lobe. Okay. So supposing the parietal lobe is or damage ஆச்சு, sensory cortex இல்லனா, so what will be affected? A person can even forget one half of his body. It is existing. He will not dress up. If he's shaving, he will shave only one half and leave the other half. Have you heard of that? Anybody? Yes. Have you heard of that? What is it called? Neglect syndrome. Amorphosynthesis. கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா? இல்லையா? Yes or no? Don't be silent. Say yes or no. Vinod, have you heard of it? I'm only seeing Vinod here. I can't see other names. I don't know who are all there. Have you heard of that, Vinod? Neglect syndrome கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So know that there's something called as neglect syndrome, amorphosynthesis. Okay. What is that is, on the person வந்து அந்த சைடுல இப்போ சப்போசிங் அவனுக்கு லெஃப்ட்ல அந்த somatosensory association ஏரியால டேமேஜ் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா ரைட் சைட் ஆஃப் த பாடி இருக்கிறதே தெரியாது. He will not even know that one half of the body exists. So அந்த சைடு ஹாஃப் வந்து ஷேவ் கூட ட்ரெஸ் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. அந்த சைடு ஹாஃப் ஆஃப் த பாடி ஷேவ் பண்ணோம்னா அந்த ஹாஃப்ல ஷேவ் பண்ணிட்டு அந்த ஹாஃப்ல ஷேவ் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க அந்த மாதிரி. ஒரு ஃப்ளவர் வரையணும்னா கூட ஒரு ஹாஃப் வரைஞ்சிட்டு இன்னொரு ஹாஃப் வரைய மாட்டாங்க. they will not even know that the other half exists. Okay, it's called as neglect syndrome. So இந்த மாதிரி இந்த sensation இது பண்றதுக்கு ரொம்ப மேஜர் பார்ட் வந்து it is with the sensory cortex. உங்க மோட்டார் கார்டெக்ஸ்க்கு நீங்க மூவ் பண்ணணும்னா உங்க பாடியை மூவ் பண்ணணும்னா கூட அதுக்கு மேஜர் இன்புட் மேஜர் ஷேர் வந்து இந்த சென்சரி கார்டெக்ஸ் தான் இன்புட் கொடுக்கணும். ஓகே, a major share of your the motor cortex, the movements that arise from the motor cortex is because of the signals that it receives from the sensory cortex behind. ஓகேவா, நம்ம பாடி இப்போ நம்ம உட்கார்ந்துட்டு இருக்கோமா, நம்ம கை மடக்கிட்டு இருக்கா, whether we have flexed our elbow, whether we have extended our leg, இந்த இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் எல்லாம் நம்ம பிரெயினுக்கு கொடுக்கறதே வந்து சென்சரி கார்டெக்ஸ் தான். Last time நம்ம motor descending tract, when we learned about descending tract, you know, we learned that 30% comes from here, primary motor, 30% from premotor cortex, and 40% from the sensory cortex. So because that connection is there from the sensory cortex to the motor cortex, the sensory cortex will apprise or will inform the motor cortex that your body என்ன பொசிஷன்ல இருக்கு, என்ன மூவ்மெண்ட், ரேஞ்ச் ஆஃப் மூவ்மெண்ட்ல இருக்கு, அதெல்லாம் வந்து சென்சரி கார்டெக்ஸ் only will give information to the motor cortex. Only then with all that information it is getting, the motor cortex can decide what movement to do next and give commands. All right, and for that motor cortex is giving the main command but who all will assist? Mainly sensory cortex is assisting by giving the inputs. Also thalamus, last time we learned, no, basal ganglia, cerebellum, all are important. All of that will coordinate and only then it will bring about a movement that we are doing. All right, so we will go on to the main class. So ascending tracts are nothing but the tracts that are ascending from different parts of the body or face to the brain. Okay, so from the body through the spinal cord, then the medulla, pons, midbrain, and it ascends up to the sensory cortex. Where does it terminate? It terminates in the sensory cortex. Okay, so there are different types of nerve fibers in the periphery that will carry into the spinal cord. Okay, myelinated fibers and unmyelinated fibers. Myelinated fibers will help in faster conduction. Unmyelinated fibers, when it is unmyelinated fibers, the C fibers are the slower conduction. Okay, and this ascending tracts, they have similar origin, that is from the periphery parts of the body. It will always enter into the dorsal root ganglion. So every nerve that enters the spinal cord will enter through behind. Last time we learned about the law, isn't it? Bell-Megendy law. That means anterior, through the anterior horn always motor fibers will exit, and through the posterior horn of the spinal cord always sensory fibers will enter. This is called it's a rule. Always sensory fibers has to enter through the posterior root of the spinal cord, and from the anterior horn always motor fibers will exit. Okay, this is called as a Bell-Megendy law. Okay, so they all have a common thing. They have to enter through the dorsal root of the spinal cord, and they will ascend up through the spinal cord. They will go through the medulla, pons, midbrain, and they will go through the thalamus, and then via the internal capsule. நம்ம last time descending tract படிச்ச அதோட opposite direction அப்படியே. Okay, thalamus போய் அதுக்கப்புறம் internal capsule போய் அதுக்கப்புறம் sensory cortex. Okay, so here you have main tracts called as the dorsal column, the spinothalamic tracts, and the spinocerebellar tracts. Okay, the dorsal column is also called as posterior column or tract of Gall and Burdak or tract of Gracilis and Cuneatus. So உங்க எக்ஸாம்ல எப்படி கேட்டாலும் எழுதணும், எக்ஸ்பிளைன் த ட்ராக்ட் ஆஃப் பால் அண்ட் புர்டாக்னா தெரியாதுன்னு விட்டுட்டு வந்துடக்கூடாது. போஸ்டீரியர் காலம், சம்டைம்ஸ் டார்சல் காலம்னு கேட்பாங்க, சம்டைம்ஸ் ட்ராக்ட் ஆஃப் கிராசிலஸ் கியூனேட்டியஸ்னு கேட்கலாம். சம்டைம்ஸ் இந்த பேரே சொல்லாம எக்ஸ்பிளைன் இன் டீடைல் த ட்ராக்ட் தட் கேரிஸ். இப்போ உங்களுக்கு அந்த காம்படன்சி பேஸ்ட் கரிக்குலம் வந்துருச்சு இல்லையா, ஸோ சம்டைம்ஸ் வந்து உங்களுக்கு ஸ்ட்ரெயிட் கொஸ்டின்ஸ் இருக்காது. They will give some case scenario and say a person has had a gunshot injury of the spinal cord. Okay, so he has got half of his spinal cord cut. So he has lost these sensations he has lost on this side. So explain the tract that is responsible for the loss of this sensation. So you should know that or explain the tract that carries proprioception, the tract that carries touch. So you should know what this tract carries. All right. So that one by one we will learn. So this is posterior column, tract of Gall and Burdak, tract of Gracilis cuneatus, dorsal column, all mean the same tract. It's all synonyms. Okay. Then we have another main tract which is called as the spinothalamic tract, the anterolateral tract. Anterior spinothalamic tract and lateral spinothalamic tract come under this. Okay. There are 2 tracks under this. There are 2 tracks under this and 2 tracks under this. Okay. So dorsal column has tract of gracilis and cuneatus. Spinothalamic tract has anterior and lateral spinothalamic tract, and spinocerebellar tract has ventral or anterior. Ventral and anterior means the same. You can say anterior spinocerebellar or you can say ventral spinocerebellar, and a posterior or dorsal spinocerebellar tract. All right. So we will learn one by one of these. They will not ask all the ascending tracks as an essay question. They will ask only one of this, but they will ask you to list all the ascending tracks. Okay, that's 2 marks or 3 marks. So list the ascending tracks. List the tracks that carry in the list enumerate the tracks and so later. And one of the tracks will be asked to be explained in detail. Explain in detail dorsal column or spinothalamic tract, the tract that carries pain and temperature. And the tract explain. All right. Okay. And you have smaller tracts that is spinotectal, spinoreticular, spino-olivary. Always remember, viva tension corticospinal. Name an ascending tract. Corticospinal. Cortex lenda ஆரம்பிக்கிற tract எல்லாம் descending. Cortex lenda கீழே வருது. Spino ஆரம்பிச்சாலே ascending. Spinal cord lenda மேல போகுது. Spinocerebellar, spinothalamic அந்த மாதிரி. All right. Spinoretricular, spino-olivary, spinotectal. So எப்பவுமே நம்ம spino ஆரம்பிச்சா it is an ascending tract. Cortico ஆரம்பிக்கிறோம்னா it's a descending tract. Okay, so information from the peripheral nerve endings. அதாவது நம்ம உடம்புல எங்க இருந்தாது body full, limbs, trunk, head, anywhere from the peripheral sensory nerve endings. Okay, அங்க இருந்து information is carried by the nerves to the brain. ஒரே nerve வந்து footல இருந்து அப்படியே brain வரைக்கும் எடுத்துட்டு போக முடியாது. All right, ஒரு single nerve will not be able to carry. So it will enter the spinal cord at that level, lumbar, sacral, and the level of the spinal cord வந்துரும். அங்க இருந்து வந்து it will நம்ம relay race சொல்றோம் இல்லையா? If it's a long lap, one person cannot run the entire lap. So what will happen? One person will run some distance, he will give it to the other person. Okay, so அவன் முதல்ல கொடுத்துட்டேன்னா அந்த person first order neuron, அங்க வந்து இன்னொரு person கொடுத்து அவன் second order, அங்க வந்து இன்னொரு person கொடுத்துட்டு finally they will go and finish it up. அந்த மாதிரி brainக்கு sensory tract அப்படிதான். இங்க இருந்து first peripheral nerve bodyல இருந்து வந்து spinal cord ஓட dorsal rootல ganglionங்கிறது just an enlargement. அங்கதான் அதோட cell bodies எல்லாம் இருக்கும். You know about a nerve, isn't it? A nerve will have a cell body, then an axon, right? So in the peripheral nerves or the cell bodies, in the dorsal root ganglion, it will be there. So the nerves will go and relate to the dorsal root ganglion. Okay. From there, another nerve will take this information. They will go up to the spinal cord. So they are known as the second order neurons. Okay. So cell body. That is called as the dorsal root ganglion. It is present in near the dorsal gray horn of the spinal cord. So whatever the peripheral nerves, it will carry and convey it to the cell body in the dorsal root ganglion. So that will be the first order neuron. So anga irundha peripheral process. Anga irundha இன்னொரு nerve உள்ள போகுது spinal cord குள்ள இல்லையா, அது வந்து second order neuron. Okay. So in the second order neuron வந்து it usually crosses. It can cross either in the spinal cord or it can go on the same side and then cross in the medulla. Okay. So it will cross over, decussation and crossing over, and then it will ascend to a higher level and it will synapse with the third order neuron. Third order neuron will be somewhere in the, either wherever it goes and conveys to the next. It can be in the medulla or it can be in the thalamus. Okay, wherever. So from there it goes. If it's in the thalamus, it's going to be to the thalamus. From there, it will go to the sensory cortex. So basically, in the ascending tract, you just remember 3 main places: spinal cord, medulla, the brainstem as usual. So first is spinal cord. Spinal cord medulla, pons, midbrain. அப்படியே மேல போயிட்டு அடுத்தது thalamus. Thalamusக்கு அப்புறம் sensory cortex via the internal capsule. All right. So this is how it goes. First order neuron, second order neuron, third order neuron. Okay, you can see the picture. So first inga enter agudile inga picture parunga. Okay. So first enter agudhu dorsal root ganglion valiya ulla poi enter aayittu. Okay, inga relay agudhu. So this is the dorsal root ganglion. So it will enter the spinal cord and then it will ascend up. It can either cross in the spinal cord or it can go on the same side and then cross over in the medulla. Okay. Now this is the second order neuron that will go up and it will go and relay in the first, it will relay in the medulla. It can either relay in the spinal cord or in the medulla. Then it goes up and relays in the thalamus, and then finally it goes to the somatosensory cortex. Okay, so that is how the tract goes. A tract is nothing but we say ascending tract, descending tract. Descending tract or ascending tract. Tract na ascending na mela poradhu, descending na keela iranguradhu. Tract na enna, it's just a bundle of nerve fibers. Okay, it's just a bundle of nerve fibers going together. Nerves only, if you've seen in dissection, they are very thin like threads, no? So a bundle of nerve fibers ascending or descending together is called as a tract. Okay, and you have the somatotopic organization. Somatotopic அப்படினா என்னன்னா, the representation. இப்போ ஸ்பைனல் கார்டு இப்படி இருக்குன்னா, இப்போ அந்த பாடியில இருந்து வரும்போது இப்போ இங்க பாக்குறீங்க இல்லையா, this is fasciculus gracilis and this is fasciculus cuneatus, otherwise called as tract of gracilis and tract of cuneatus. So on the lower limb la irundhu vara fibers ellam first inga lower limbs la irundhu varum. So lower limb la irundhu varadella sacral appo lumbar adukulla enter agum illaya. So அப்படியே medial, you can see this is the center of the spinal cord. Okay, the central fissure. So இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா sacral segments. Okay, so medial first lower limb la irundhu varumbodhu first sacral varum, அதுக்கப்புறம் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் மேல இருந்து வரது லம்பார்ல வரும், அதுக்கப்புறம் மேல ஜாயின் ஆகுது third. So இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா மீடியல்ல இருந்து lateral. All right, you see in the picture, okay, those coming from the lower limb, this is the sacral segments. So sacral segments are occupying the medial most part. அதுக்கப்புறம் lateral. Okay, lateral vara it will be lumbar, then the thoracic, then the cervical. So upper limb la irundhu varadella most lateral ah irukku. Okay, and that is carried by the tractus cuneatus. Lower limb la irundhu varadella most medial ah irukku, it is carried by tractus gracilis. All right, so this is somatotopism. So in the area la நம்ம எப்படி மேல brain la படிச்சோம் இல்லையா, எங்க face இருக்கு, எங்க arm is represented, trunk is represented, அந்த மாதிரி. And the organization of the body parts, அதுதான் வந்து somatotopism in spinal cord. Okay, so likewise you can see the corticospinal tract, how it is arranged. The arms here, trunk here, leg here. So medial to lateral. Okay, so I'll go on to the next. So you can see the all this red, forget about this side. Okay, now look into this side. All these red ones, they are the ascending tracts. So fasciculus gracilis is the medial most one. Okay, in the tract irukku illaya, adha in the center spinal cord oda center part adukku closest medial ah irukkiradhu fasciculus gracilis. So gracilis tract vandu enna carry pannona, it will carry the sensations from the lower limb or upper limb, tell me. Yes ma'am,
lower limb ma'am.
Lower limb. So lower limb la irundhu varadhu vandu fasciculus gracilis carry pannum. So upper part of the body and like T6 க்கு மேல இருந்து trunk, upper half of the trunk, and upper limb la irundhu varadhu cuneatus, fasciculus cuneatus or tractus cuneatus carry பண்ணும். So that will இப்படி lower limb la irundhu varadhu medial வந்துட்டே இருக்கும்போது அந்த tract upper limb la irundhu varadhu அப்படியே lateral join பண்ணிக்கும், அப்படியே மேல ascend ஆகும், ஒரு bundle அப்படியே மேல ascend ஆகும். Okay, so நீங்க எப்படி ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கறேன்னா, சும்மா ஒரு clue கொடுக்கிறேன். I'm just telling you because see suddenly in the viva they will ask you tractus gracilis carries from upper limb or lower limb. Immediately students will get caught up and they will say the wrong thing. Okay, you just remember gracilis la L irukka, L irundha lower limb nu ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. Cuneatus la U irukka, inga L கிடையாது, cuneatus la U irukka, U irundha upper limb. Okay, just for you to remember, because sometimes many a times in that exam tension la vandu you will get confused. Oh, gracilis lower limb, cuneatus lower limb, idu lower limb, idu upper limb. So if you make a mistake, then the whole thing will go wrong. The simple thing is நம்ம medicine la நிறைய mnemonics we have to remember. Sometimes எல்லாத்தையும் நிமோனிக்ஸ் வச்சு அப்புறம் நிமோனிக்ஸ் ஞாபகம் இருக்கும், அதுக்கு என்ன வச்சோங்கிறது மறந்து போயிடும். ஸோ எல்லாத்துக்கும் வைக்கக்கூடாது. இந்த மாதிரி வைவால கேட்கும்போது டக்குன்னு சொல்றதுக்கு ஏதாவது இந்த மாதிரி சில ஓரியன்டேஷன் வச்சுக்கலாம். ஓகே, ஸோ கிரெசிலிஸ்னா எல் இருக்கிறதுனால லோயர் லிம்ல இருந்து வரும், யூனியேட்டஸ்ல யூ இருக்கிறதுனால அப்பர் லிம்ல இருந்து வரும் ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கணும். ஸோ இந்த ட்ராக்டஸ் கிரெசிலிஸ் வந்து மீடியல் பார்ட் ஆஃப் த ஸ்பைனல் கார்ட்ல அப்படியே அசென்ட் ஆகும், மேல இருந்து வர ஃபைபர்ஸ் அப்படியே லேட்டரலா ஜாயின் பண்ணி ட்ராக்டஸ் யூனியேட்டஸ்ல அசென்ட் ஆகும். ஸோ இப்போ இந்த ரெண்டு ட்ராக்டஸ் ஸ்பைனல் கார்ட்ல இப்படி அசென்ட் ஆகும்போது where they are going we will see. Okay, when we are reading about the tract. அதுக்கப்புறமா you have the spinocerebellar tract. இது dorsal, பின்னால இருந்தா dorsal, முன்னால இருந்தா ventral. Okay, இதுதான் ventral side, இது dorsal side. dorsal ல தான் நம்ம சொல்றோம் dorsal horn அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம்ல. dorsalனா posterior, ventralனா anterior. So ventral spinocerebellar இங்க occupy பண்ணிக்கும், dorsal spinocerebellar இதெல்லாம் white column தான், இதுதான் gray column. Okay, spinal cord la ulla irukkiradhu gray horn, idu ventral, adellame white column. Adula idu ventral white column, idu lateral white column, idu dorsal white column. So this is occupying the dorsal column na dorsal white column occupy பண்ணுது. Okay, spinocerebellar tract lateral white column occupy பண்ணுது. அந்த lateral la occupy பண்றதுலயே frontல இருக்கிறது ventralல இருக்கிறது ventral spinocerebellar, பின்னால இருக்கிறது dorsal spinocerebellar. What is in front is ventral spinocerebellar. I'm just telling you in both languages so that it will be easy for you to understand. Sometimes some people will understand better in the regional language, and some of you who don't know Tamil can also understand. I will translate it immediately. All right. So what is in front is ventral spinocerebellar. I'm sorry, ventral spinocerebellar, and this is dorsal spinocerebellar. Likewise, what is in front here? Okay, ventral spinothalamic tract, and this is lateral spinothalamic tract. You don't have ventral and dorsal. You have anterior and lateral. Okay, anterolateral system it is called. The anterior spinothalamic tract, lateral spinothalamic tract. So simple, I have schematic diagram potale porum. Okay. Sorry. So I am not giving you words and words. I'm just putting a picture and I'm going to explain to you with the picture only. All right. So this is the dorsal column. So what happens is you have the dorsal root ganglion. Dorsal root na enna, and the peripheral nerve நம்ம பாடியில இருந்து உள்ள வர அந்த nerve dorsal horn குள்ள ஒரே nerve பேரு dorsal root. இங்க ஒரு swelling மாதிரி தெரியுது, இதுதான் ganglion. Ganglion is nothing but the collection of the nerve cells. Okay, so in the dorsal nerve root வந்துட்டு they will relay in the dorsal root ganglion. Okay, so the dorsal root ganglionல தான் வந்து first relay பண்ணும். நீங்க ஒருத்தர் ஓடி போய் ஒருத்தர்ட்ட கொடுக்குறீங்கல்ல அந்த மாதிரி அங்க periphery of the bodyல இருந்து எடுத்துட்டு வர information it will give off to the dorsal root ganglion. So இங்க ஒரு cell body இருக்கும், அங்க இருந்து இன்னொரு nerve போகும். So this will relay to the next neuron. So அந்த nerve வந்து உள்ள போயிட்டு spinal cordல போயிட்டு say where it is occupying, it is not going இங்க போச்சுனா spinocerebellar, இங்க போச்சுனா spinothalamic, it is going into the dorsal white column. So நீங்க diagram போடும்போது it is simple diagram போட்டா போதும். இந்த diagram கூட வேண்டாம், வெறும் இந்த half ல போட்டுருக்கேன் இல்லையா, இந்த ஒரு half of the diagram போட்டா போதும் சிம்பிளா. Okay, so essay question இது. So நீங்க இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு diagram கட்டாயம் போடணும். இப்படி உள்ள போன உடனே dorsal rootல enter பண்ண உடனே என்ன ஆகுது, இந்த tract அப்படியே it will ascend up. Okay, so tractus gracilis, tractus cuneatus. So you can see two red lines. One is tractus gracilis, another is tractus cuneatus. So which is going to be the tractus gracilis? The medial one. Okay, and it is going to carry from the gracilis is going to carry from Isma?
Lower limb, ma'am.
Very good. It's going to carry from the lower limb. Cuneatus is going to carry from the upper limb. So tractus gracilis and tractus cuneatus will ascend up together. Okay, and they go up to the இப்ப பாருங்க cross side பண்ணல, இந்த left side ல இருந்து வந்தா left side, right side ல இருந்து வந்தா right side, அப்படியே straight it will go up on the same side. So first order neuron, அதுக்கப்புறம் இங்க போயிட்டு இந்த neuron இருக்கு இல்லையா, இங்க வந்து இது வந்து medulla, they will go up to the medulla, and in the medulla they will relay in the nucleus gracilis and nucleus cuneatus. So there are two nucleus here which is called as nucleus gracilis and nucleus cuneatus. So tractus gracilis by nucleus gracilis la relay ஆகும், tractus cuneatus by nucleus cuneatus ரெண்டு nucleus by relay ஆயிடுது. Okay, so அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன ஆகும், from the medulla they will cross over. Okay, so from the medulla they will cross over and these fibers will ascend up. Okay, ascend up and they will relay, they will go ascend up na enna medulla la irundhu அடுத்தது pons, midbrain, அது வழியா போயிட்டு அப்புறம் internal capsule போறதுக்கு முன்னால they will relay in the thalamus. So they will relay thalamus on the next class we will take on thalamus. Thalamus is nothing but a group of nuclei, and the thalamus is an ovoid bunch of ovoid gray matter which will contain bunch of nuclei, நிறைய nucleus இருக்கும். அதுல ஒரு nucleus பேரு ventroposterolateral nucleus. Okay, so on the ventroposterolateral nucleus VPLN ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க, VPLN ventroposterolateral nucleus, அங்கதான் போய் இது ரிலே ஆகும். அங்க இருந்து வந்து the next order of fibers will arise and they will go via the internal capsule, they will go to the cortex. Which part of the cortex? Somatosensory cortex. நம்மளோட half of the brain and the central sulcus க்கு முன்னால இருக்கிறது motor cortex, precentral gyrus, பின்னால இருக்கிறது post central gyrus, அதுதான் sensory cortex. And you know Brodmann's area, Brodmann has classified it into different areas. So that is called as somatosensory cortex area is 315. Okay, So it has to go to the somatosensory cortex area 1. Okay, 31257 somatosensory cortex area 1 and area 2. Area 1 ங்கிறது வந்து main area somatosensory cortex primary area. Area 2 ங்கிறது somatosensory cortex area 2 ங்கிறது வந்து just association area ன்னு சொல்லுவோம். association it also helps in the primary area somatosensory cortex area 1. அதாவது நம்ம மெயினா நம்மளோட சென்சேஷன்ஸை ரிசீவ் பண்றதும் இன்டர்பிரேட் பண்றதும் somatosensory cortex area 1. அதுக்கு இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் டீப்பர் மீனிங் கொடுக்கறது, ஏதாவது ஒரு காம்ப்ளெக்ஸா நீங்க ஒரு தொடுறீங்கன்னா நீங்க தொடுறது தெரியும், அது தொடுறது பாலா ஒரு நைஃபாங்கிறது இன்னும் ஒரு டீப்பர் இன்டர்பிரேஷன் கொடுக்கறது அசோசியேஷன் ஏரியா. தட் இஸ் somatosensory area 2 behind somatosensory area 1. Okay, so 31257. 312 is somatosensory area 1, 57 is somatosensory area 2. I will show you in the cortex. Okay, so this is dorsal column. I'm going to revise again. So from the peripheral nerve, it enters the dorsal root ganglion. Please listen, ma. Just follow me. Okay. So any part of the body, en kaiyila irundo, kaalla irundo, enga irundhalum, it will come to the corresponding spinal segment. Supposing en kaalla irundhu or sensation varudana, lumbar la enter agum, or it will enter the sacral level. And if it's from my trunk, upper half of the body, or from the upper limb, it will enter from here, thoracic levels, cervical levels. Okay, so that will form the tractus cuneatus, and this lower fibers will form the tractus gracilis, and tractus gracilis will occupy medially, and this will occupy the lateral side. They will ascend up as a tract. Okay, and these fibers will relay in the nucleus gracilis and nucleus cuneatus. Majority of the fibers will cross over to the opposite side. And this crossing fibers, once they cross, they are called as internal arcuate fibers. அதாவது இப்படி ஆர்ச் பண்ணி கிராஸ் பண்ணி உள்ளுக்கா போறதுனால, உள்ளுக்கே இப்படி கிராஸ் ஓவர் பண்றதுனால internal arcuate fibers. இன்டர்னல் இருந்தா ஒரு எக்ஸ்டர்னல் ஆர்குவேட்னு இருக்கணும் இல்லையா? கொஞ்சோண்டு ஃபைபர்ஸ் என்ன பண்ணும், இங்க இந்த cuneatus ஓடது மட்டும்தான். ஓகே, இந்த மெஜாரிட்டி ஆஃப் த cuneatus fibers இப்படி போயிடும். கொஞ்சம் ஃபைபர்ஸ் வந்து இப்படி ஆர்ச் ஆகி வெளியில செரிபெல்லம்க்கு போகும். லேட்டரலா எனக்கு செரிபெல்லம் இருக்கு. இந்த மிட் பிரெயின் பான்ஸ் மிடிலாங்கிறது சென்ட்ரல் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் பிரெயின் ஸ்டெம். பிரெயின் ஸ்டெமோட ரெண்டு சைட்லயும் இந்த சைட்ல செரிபெல்லம் இருக்கும் இல்லையா? இங்க தெரியுது பாருங்க, இங்க செரிபெல்லம் இருக்கு. ஸோ இது மெஜாரிட்டி இப்படி போய் கிராஸ் பண்ணி இப்படி மேல போகும்போது கொஞ்சோண்டு ஃபைபர்ஸ் வந்து இப்படி போய், ஓகே, தீஸ் ஆர் கால்ட் அஸ் எக்ஸ்டர்னல் ஆர்குவேட் ஃபைபர்ஸ். இங்க உள்ள போற மெஜாரிட்டி ஆஃப் த ஃபைபர்ஸ் வந்து இன்டர்னல் ஆர்குவேட் ஃபைபர்ஸ். கொஞ்சோண்டு ஃபைபர்ஸ் வெளியில போகுது ஃப்ரம் த cuneatus tract, அது பேரு எக்ஸ்டர்னல் ஆர்குவேட் ஃபைபர்ஸ். அது எங்க போகுதுன்னா செரிபெல்லம்க்கு போகுது. What it will do, I will tell you. So these fibers that are crossing over from the medulla, at the level of the medulla, they are called as internal arcuate fibers. And once they cross over, they will ascend up. Medulla kapra pons, okay, midbrain. So they will ascend up through that, and they will reach the thalamus. Thalamus la poi enga relay panna poranga, nariya nucleus irukku. So oru nucleus ku dhaan idu pogum. Ventro posterolateral nucleus, VPLN of thalamus. அங்க இருந்து எங்க போகணும், இன்டர்னல் கேப்சூல் வழியா they will ascend up to the sensory cortex. சென்சரி கார்டெக்ஸ் எங்க இருக்கு, போஸ்ட் சென்ட்ரல் கைரஸ், அதாவது அந்த சென்ட்ரல் சர்க்கஸோட பின்னால ஏரியா இந்த பெரிட்டல் லோப். அதுலயும் ரெண்டு இருக்கு, somatosensory cortex area 1 and எப்படி நம்ம பிரைமரி மோட்டார் ஏரியா, ப்ரீ மோட்டார் ஏரியா, சப்ளிமெண்டரி மோட்டார் ஏரியா சொல்றோம், அந்த மாதிரி somatosensory cortex area 1ங்கிறது மெயின் ஏரியா. அதுக்கு அட்ஜஸ்டண்டா இருக்கிறது ஏரியா 2. ஏரியா 1 தான் இந்த சிக்னல்ஸ் ரிசீவ் பண்ணி இன்டர்பிரேட் பண்றது எல்லாம். ஏரியா 2 will assist. So it's called association area, also called as association area. Area 1 oda numbers 312, area 2 oda Brodmann area numbers வந்து 57. All right, understood so far? Okay. You want me to revise it again now itself or at the end? Is it enough? Hello? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
இப்பவே திருப்பி இன்னொரு தடவை சொல்லணுமா, கடைசியில சொல்லணுமா?
Last.
Okay, fine. So இவ்வளவுதான் டார்சல் காலம். ரொம்ப சிம்பிள். நீங்க ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கிறது என்ன சொன்ன, எல்லா ட்ராக்ட்டுக்குமே ஈஸிமா, ரொம்ப ஈஸி. டார்சல் ரூட் கேங்லியான ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. எந்த ட்ராக்டா இருந்தாலும், ஸ்பைனோதலாமிக் ட்ராக்ட் எதா இருந்தாலும் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டார்சல் ரூட் கேங்லியான், அதுதான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆர்டர் நியூரான். அங்க இருந்து உள்ள போனப்போ செகண்ட் ஆர்டர் நியூரான் மெடுலால இருக்கும், தேர்ட் ஆர்டர் நியூரான் தெலாமஸ். இவ்வளவே தான். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆர்டர்னா ஆல்வேஸ் டார்சல் ரூட் கேங்லியான், செகண்ட் ஆர்டர்னா ஒன்னு ஸ்பைனல் கார்டு இல்லைன்னா மெடுலா, தேர்ட் ஆர்டர் ஆல்வேஸ் தெலாமஸ், ஃபைனல் டெர்மினேஷன் ஆல்வேஸ் சென்சரி கார்டெக்ஸ். இந்த 4 ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா போதும். இவ்வளவுதான் ட்ராக்ட். டார்சல் ரூட் கேங்லியான், அதுக்கப்புறம் ஸ்பைனல் கார்ட் குள்ள நுழையணும், அசெண்ட் ஆகணும், ஒன்னு மெடுலால போய் கிராஸ் ஆகும், இல்ல ஸ்பைனல் கார்ட்லயே கிராஸ் ஆயிட்டு அசெண்ட் ஆகும். இவ்வளவுதான். ஓகே, சோ ஸ்பைனல் செகண்ட் ஆர்டர் கேன் பி இந்த ஸ்பைனல் கார்ட் ஆர் இந்த மெடுலா. அப்புறம் அங்க இருந்து நேரா தெலாமஸ். தெலாமஸ்ல ஆல்வேஸ் VPLN நியூக்ளியஸ் தான் பாடியில இருந்து ஃபுல்லாவே. அங்க இருந்து தேர்ட் ஆர்டர். ஓகே, Theodora is in the thalamus. அப்புறம் அங்க இருந்து டைரக்டா வந்து somatosensory cortex. இவ்வளவே தான். இந்த 4 பாயிண்ட் தெரிஞ்சு வச்சீங்கன்னா நீங்க tract எழுதிடலாம். So in the tract, what is it useful for? What sensations will go through this dorsal column? The sensations carried through this dorsal column is fine touch. Touch in a fine touch. நீங்க மெல்லிசா ஒரு காட்டன் வச்சு தொட்டா கூட you will be able to know that somebody is touching you. Correct? If only your dorsal column is intact. If dorsal column is gone, somebody is touching you, you will not be able to perceive the touch sensation. Understood? So what all sensations will this tract carry? Touch, okay, pressure, then vibration, proprioception, stereognosis. I don't know if you're able to see me. One second. Okay, see, I'm showing it in my hand. Touch, okay, pressure na innu konjam. Touch, pressure, vibration, and the order sensation, vibration. Proprioception na en kaiya na madiki vechirukana, neeti vechirukana, joint oda position per than proprioception. Understood? What is proprioception? The sensation of your joint and position. Okay, உங்க joint வந்து எப்படி இருக்கு, மடங்கி இருக்கா, நீட்டி இருக்கா, flexionல இருக்கா, extensionல இருக்கா. Okay, the position sense, how are you sitting, standing, you are able to understand இல்லையா, அதுதான். Okay, அதுவே conscious proprioception, unconscious proprioception இருக்கு. Unconscious proprioception na what you cannot perceive. Conscious proprioception na what you can perceive. Consciously what you can perceive is called as conscious proprioception. So what all this dorsal column will carry is fine touch. Okay, and the touch laye rendu irukku, localization and discrimination. Localization na if I touch something like this, okay, if I'm touching like this, okay, if I'm closing my eyes, you are touching me here, I will be able to touch that place and say that you touched me here with my eyes closed. I'm able to locate where you touched. Okay, that is localization. 2-point discrimination na ipo or compass la or 2 point irukku, evlo minimum distance vechi நம்ம தொட்டாலும் அது 2 different points நம்ம feel பண்ணணும். Okay, அதுதான் 2-point discrimination. And then pressure, அமுக்கிறது, pressure. Vibration na and vibrating sense. Okay, proprioception na நம்மளோட joint position sense. நான் இப்படி வச்சிருக்கேன், I'm able to perceive. உங்களுக்கு நமக்கு தெரியுது இல்லையா, whether I'm keeping my elbow flexed, whether I'm keeping my hands flexed, whether I'm sitting, my knee joint flexed, and the madri we are able to perceive. That's the conscious proprioception. Okay, proprioception na I'm repeating, it's joint sense and position sense, and vibrations and stereognosis. Idella vandu dorsal column. So simple: touch, pressure, vibration, proprioception, stereognosis. Stereognosis na if I'm closing my eyes and if I give you something with your closed eyes, you will be able to tell me whether it is a pen or whether it is an eraser, whether it is a key, okay, or whether it is a ball. You'll be able to tell me even if your eyes are closed, if I give you something that you know already. So how will you define stereognosis? It's the ability of an individual to recognize the shape, size, texture of a familiar object. And the word irukanumna, stereognosis, they will ask you even in the practicals, what is stereognosis? The ability of an individual to identify the shape. If I'm ball கொடுத்தா அந்த shape தொட்டு நீங்க சொல்றீங்க இல்லையா, ball னு கீயை தொட்டு சொல்றீங்க, so you're able to identify the shape, the texture, okay, the consistency and the form, whether it is round or slender, whatever. Okay, all this you're able to identify and tell what it is, what the object is. But you have to say familiar objects. நான் போய் ஒரு பென் டிரைவ் கொண்டு போய் ஒரு farmer கிட்ட கொடுத்துட்டு இது என்னன்னு கேட்க கூடாது. Okay, so he is not familiar with a pen drive or a pointer, right? So familiar object, whatever is familiar to that person, if you give him, he should be able to identify. Supposing on the parietal cortex damage action, you will not be able to identify. Okay, astereognosis, the loss of that sensation is called astereognosis. It's a very important thing to be. So ஏதோ ஒரு அடிபட்டு வந்திருக்காங்க, அந்த கொடுத்து என்னன்னு தெரியலன்னா அப்ப அந்த parietal lobe damage ஆயிருக்குன்னு அர்த்தம். Okay, so initially the first sensation of all this, they will lose the vibration sense first. So that is about the dorsal column. Okay, so from tractus brachii and cuneatus entering the spinal cord, and then they go to the second order neuron in the medulla, and then they cross over. Okay, in the crossing over fibers per internal arcuate fibers, adukapra அப்படியே ascend ஆகுதுல brain stem la, அப்ப அதுக்கு வேற பேர் medial lemniscus. Okay, and the bundle of fibers that is going up in the brain stem, they are called as medial lemniscus. So they ascend up as the medial lemniscus, they go to the thalamus, VPL and nucleus of the thalamus, then they go finally to the somatosensory cortex area 1 and 2. All right, Now we are done with the dorsal column. So enga origin, enna course, enga termination, enna functions. Idan adoda எழுத வேண்டியது. Okay, what you have to write is origin, course, termination, functions, and applied aspect. Applied aspect na, supposing I cut off this area, what will happen? Supposing I cut off this column, dorsal column cut ஆயிடுச்சுனா what will happen? Okay, supposing dorsal column வந்து I am cutting it off here. Okay, I'm getting it off here, spinal cord லயோ எங்கேயோ cut ஆயிடுச்சுனா, whether you will lose those sensations on the same side or on the opposite side. Arvind? Yes, Arvind, Riddhi, someone can answer. It's okay.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
If I cut off the spinal cord here, and the sensation will I lose it on the same side? If left side I cut பண்ணிடுறேன் half of the spinal cord வச்சுக்கோங்க. ஏதோ ஒரு gunshot injury, bullet injury ஏதோ இங்க half cut ஆயிடுச்சுனா இந்த சைடுல அந்த sensations போகுமா, opposite sideல போகுமா?
Same side, ma'am.
Same side, ma'am.
Same side. எப்போ opposite sideல போகும்? After crossing over. இப்போ இங்க ஏதாவது கட் ஆயிடுச்சுனா, okay, இல்ல இந்த cortexலனா you will lose it on the opposite side. Understood? Okay. So this is again the same thing of the dorsal column, entering the spinal cord and then crossing over in the middle and then ascending up to the thalamus and then to the cortex. So cortexல போன உடனே இதான். See, இது frontal lobe, இங்க இருக்கிறது motor cortex, இந்த central sulcus முன்னால motor cortex, பின்னால இருக்கிறது parietal lobe இருக்கிறது sensory cortex. Okay, so somatosensory area 1 and somatosensory area 2. Somatosensory area 1ங்கிறது தான் main area. So எப்படி அந்த organizationனா இங்க பாக்குறீங்க இல்லையா, இந்த மாதிரி நம்ம அந்த லாஸ்ட் டைம் மோட்டார் கார்டெக்ஸ் பார்த்தோம் இல்லையா, மோட்டார் ஹோமன்குலஸ், அதே மாதிரி இதுக்கு பேரு சென்சரி ஹோமன்குலஸ். ஓகே, ஸோ in the mapping of the body here in that part of the brain. So இந்த ஏரியால சப்போஸ் இந்த கார்டெக்ஸ் ஃபுல்லா எனக்கு எதுவும் டேமேஜ் ஆகாம இந்த ஏரியால மட்டும் டேமேஜ் ஆச்சுன்னா I will lose sensations in my hand. இப்போ இங்க வந்து ஏதாவது டேமேஜ் ஆச்சுன்னா I lose sensations in my thorax. இங்கன்னா lower limbs அந்த மாதிரி. Okay, so the mapping of the body parts in the brain, okay, that's called as the homunculus. இது அந்த பாடி பார்ட்ஸே போட்டுருக்கு பாருங்க. ஓகே, நம்ம லாஸ்ட் டைம் மோட்டார் பார்த்தோம்ல அதே மாதிரி தான் சென்சரியும் சேம், லெக், ட்ரங்க், பட் எதுக்கு ரொம்ப மேஜர் பார்ட் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க கிரியேஷன்ல, ஹேண்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் ஃபேஸ். அதுலயும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா தம்ப் அண்ட் லிப்ஸ்க்கு பாத்தீங்கன்னா இன்னும் நிறைய இருக்கும். ஸோ அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்னா நம்ம சென்சரி ரெசெப்டார்ஸ்லாம் லிப்ஸ்ல, தம்ப்ல அங்கெல்லாம் வந்து ரொம்ப க்ளோஸ்லி பேக்டா இருக்கும். ஓகேவா, you will have more sensory receptors in those areas and more representation in the brain is given for those, because that is the areas which we use more often. All right, whereas the representation for the trunk and the lower limb is minimal. You see only this much area for the entire body up to the trunk, but the part of the brain is for the upper limb and the face. All right, this is called as sensory homunculus. Likewise, the same thing for motor representation, we call it as motor homunculus. All right, so this has the major representation. Face lime, lips and hand on the thumb. Okay, so we are going on to the next tract, which is the lateral spinothalamic tract. And then we spinothalamic tracts, we have lateral spinothalamic tract and the anterior spinothalamic tract. Okay, the lateral spinothalamic tract, the sensations carried are pain and temperature. எப்படி ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கலாம், லேட்ரலா நம்ம தெர்மோமீட்டர் வச்சு பார்ப்போம் இல்லையா, டெம்பரேச்சர். ஓகே, pinching here, pain and temperature அப்படி ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. So lateral spinothalamic tract always carries pain and temperature. இந்த sensation இந்த tract வழியா தான் போகும், இது வந்து dorsal column வழியா போகாது. ஓகேவா, so I will again one second, I'll show you here in this diagram. This is just I have drawn it myself so that you can draw just a schematic diagram. I will not put all words over there. With the diagram itself I will explain it to you. Okay, so here what will happen, what is this tract going to carry? Pain and temperature and some crude sensations. Lateral spinothalamic tract on the main pain and temperature, anterior spinothalamic tract on the all crude sensations. Okay, first we'll see lateral spinothalamic tract. The lateral spinothalamic tract, the peripheral nerve fibers ulla varudhu. The type of nerve fibers they have mentioned, A delta, C fibers. A delta fibers na fast pain carry pannu, C fibers na slow pain carry pannu. This we can read it separately as pain pathway. Pain pathway படிக்கும்போது அது இன்னும் டீடைல்டா ascending tract la just in the tract சொன்னா போறோம். Pain pathway னும்போது it's a separate topic. You have to talk in detail about gate control theory, referred pain, all that. All right. Okay, that's a separate topic. Now we will just read about lateral spinothalamic tract. So the peripheral nerves, நீங்க எங்கயாவது யாராவது pinch பண்றாங்க, so that will be carried. Any pain, or pin prick, any sensation that will be carried by your peripheral nerve, it will be sensed by your receptors, nociceptors, அது பேரு. ஒவ்வொரு receptors ஒரு பேரு. Okay, thermal receptors, அது மாதிரி nociceptors, pain carry பண்றது nociceptors. So and the nerves வந்து first order எப்பவுமே dorsal root ganglion same தான், very similar. Okay, only thing you should know where it is crossing. So dorsal root ganglionல வந்துட்டு ரிலே ஆயிட்டு அங்க அந்த nerve fibers உள்ள போயிட்டு நம்ம dorsal column என்னாச்சு, it will go to the lateral, இங்க போயிட்டு இங்க அப்படியே straight மேல போயிடுச்சு, cross பண்ணல. It did not cross, it just entered here in the posterior right column and just ascended up, and in medulla only it crossed. Here the spinothalamic tract will enter the spinal cord and it will cross off the spinal cord itself. Okay, so know that the second order neuron can cross either in the spinal cord or in the medulla. In the dorsal column it crosses in the medulla, the spinothalamic tract it crosses in the spinal cord itself. All right, so enna agona, it will okay, it will just cross over here. Okay, in the central canal of the spinal cord nakkalaya, adukku just anterior to the central canal, it will just cross over immediately anterior to that, and it will occupy a position either in the anterior white column or in the lateral white column. So in the fibers anterior white column it is ascending up, they are called as anterior spinothalamic tract. The fibers that will cross over and go to the lateral white column and ascend up is called as lateral spinothalamic tract. So these fibers that are coming in, first dorsal root ganglion, first order neuron, then the fibers will come inside. Okay, now they are relaying in some sensory nucleus. Okay, they are called as chief sensory cells. In the nuclei, so they will relay any nucleus, whichever corresponding nucleus. So the sensory chief sensory nucleus relay, it will cross over to the opposite side. Then the second order neurons, they are just going to ascend up. Okay, and they will ascend up through the same thing, medulla, pons, midbrain. அப்புறம் எங்க போகணும், சேம் திங், PPLN nucleus of thalamus போயிட்டு அங்க அந்த third order neurons, அதுதான் third order. Okay, so இங்க first order, இது second order, அது third order. So இங்க cross over ஆன அப்புறம் அப்படியே straight it goes up to the thalamus, relays there, and then from there it will go via the internal capsule to the somatosensory cortex. Everything is the same except where it crosses over. அவ்வளவுதான். Okay, dorsal root ganglion, then enters the spinal cord, relays there. Okay, in the chief sensory cells, and there are some substantia gelatinosa. Do you want me to stop? Anything? Hello? Anything, ma?
No, ma'am, you can continue, ma'am.
I heard somebody talking in between. Okay. So they will enter inside. Okay, some fibers, conjoined fibers, and there are millions of fibers that are coming inside, right? So some fibers, few fibers will ascend up 1 or 2 segments in the spinal cord and form a small tract there. That's called as tract of Lisaya. Okay, சும்மா கொஞ்சம் fibers மட்டும் மேலே கீழே அப்படியே போகும், 2 segments ascend up பண்ணிடும். அந்த fibers, அந்த tract பேர், அந்த குட்டி tract பேர் tract of Lisaya. But majority of the fibers will cross over and then they will ascend up in the spinal cord segments, and then they will go through the medulla, pons, midbrain, அப்புறம் அப்படியே மேல போய் thalamusல relay பண்ணிட்டு அங்க வந்து sensory cortex. Same thing. Only thing is that crossed in the medulla, this crossed in the spinal cord. And this is occupying, other occupied the posterior white column, this is occupying the lateral white column. Lateral spinothalamic tract na lateral white column சொல்லணும், anterior spinothalamic tract na anterior white column னு சொல்லணும். Okay, so இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா உள்ள வந்துட்டு spinal cordலயே cross over ஆயிட்டு அப்படியே மேல போய் thalamus போயிட்டு thalamusல relay ஆயிட்டு thalamus வந்து it goes to the somatosensory cortex. அவ்வளவுதான். All right, so this is the spinothalamic tract, lateral spinothalamic tract. இந்த மாதிரி இது B மேல இவ்வளவு ஃபைபர்ஸ் மேல போகும்போது இந்த brain stemல போகுது இல்லையா, இந்த brain stemல you have something called as a reticular system. Okay, that itself I told you. Okay, what is the reticular activating system? It's just a bundle of nerve fibers which will receive input from all the tracts that are going up or down. கீழே போறதுக்கிட்ட வந்து descending reticular activating system, மேல போறதுன்னா ascending reticular activating system. It's just interconnection of fibers. அதாவது இப்படி மேல போகும்போது இப்ப 10 பேர் ஓடுறாங்கன்னா 2 பேர் இப்படி சைட்ல போறது. ஓகே, போயிட்டு அங்கே நின்று அவங்க கிட்ட இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் சொல்ற மாதிரி. ஸோ மெஜாரிட்டி ஆஃப் த ஃபைபர்ஸ் வில் கோ அப் டு த கார்டெக்ஸ், மெயினா மேல பிரெயினுக்கு போயிடும். கொஞ்சம் ஃபைபர்ஸ் வந்து இங்கேயே ரிலே ஆகும், ஏன்னா அது இந்த இடத்துல வந்து கொஞ்சம் இன்டகிரேஷன் நடக்கும் வித் ஆல் த இம்பல்சஸ் தட் இஸ் கமிங் ஃப்ரம் அதர் பார்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் த பாடி Okay, so this is called as a reticular activating system. So கொஞ்சம் fibers இங்க வந்து relay ஆயிட்டு இந்த reticular activating system, majority of fibers will go via the thalamus to the cortex. Same somatosensory cortex area 1 and 2, same in thalamus, ventroposterolateral nucleus of the thalamus. All right. So that is of the lateral spinothalamic tract, and this tract carries pain and temperature. Again, I'm telling you here, you can see it will enter the spinal cord, cross in the spinal cord itself, it will cross, then ascend up. It will ascend up via this reticular activating system, give collaterals to the reticular activating system. Majority of the fibers will go to the ventroposterolateral nucleus of the thalamus, and then it will go to the somatosensory cortex. All right. Okay. Now we are coming to the anterior spinothalamic tract. Anterior spinothalamic tract, now same thing. Adeda, nothing different except it will occupy the anterior right column. Avlaveda. Lateral spinothalamic tract marieda. Peripheral nerve fibers entering the dorsal root ganglion, first order neuron coming into the spinal cord. In the second order ஆரம்பிக்குதுன்னா spinal cord லயே ஆரம்பிச்சிடும். ஏன்னா it will relay there itself in the neuron there. Okay, and from there it will just synapse in the spinal cord itself. Okay, in the SGR substantia gelatinosa of Rolando on the cell sphere. அதுக்கப்புறம் it will cross over to the opposite side. நம்ம lateral spinothalamic tract இப்படி lateral இங்க எடுத்துட்டு போகணும், anteriorனா இங்க frontலயே போகணும். So anterior spinothalamic tractனால anterior white column crossover ஆகி it will occupy the anterior white column as it is ascending up. The spinal cord in the anterior part of the white column it will occupy, this tract will occupy here, this place, and it will keep ascending up. Okay, it will go up, same thing, up the medulla, pons and midbrain, and then it will go to the ventroposterolateral nucleus of the thalamus, and then it goes to the somatosensory cortex. Everything same. Just say that it occupies the anterior white column. And the other thing is the dorsal column oda fibers நம்ம வந்து இப்போ இதுக்கு பக்கத்துலயே தான் இங்க அசெண்ட் ஆகும். ஓகே, ஸோ அதுக்கு பேர் மீடியல் லெமினிஸ்கஸ். அந்த பண்டில் இதுக்கு இங்க மீடியலா போறதுனால அது பேர் மீடியல் லெமினிஸ்கஸ். அதுக்கு பக்கத்துல இந்த ஸ்பைனோதலாமிக் ட்ராக்ட் பக்கத்துலயே இந்த பண்டில் போகும் மேல. சேம் they are going to the same place only, no? So medial இந்த இடத்துல போற fibers dorsal column fibers. அதுக்கு பேர் medial lemniscus. I told you, no, when they are ascending up they are called as medial lemniscus. அந்த மாதிரி இந்த fibers when they are ascending up the brainstem they are called as spinal lemniscus. Okay வா? So sensory tracts னு பார்த்தனா ஒரு bundle வந்து medial lemniscus, that is the dorsal column which will carry all the touch, pressure, vibration, conscious proprioception, stereognosis, அதெல்லாம் இப்படி மேல போறது medial lemniscus. அதுக்கு பக்கத்துலயே spinothalamic tract, lateral and anterior, which will carry pain, temperature and crude sensations. அதுக்கு பேரு spinal lemniscus. அதுக்கப்புறம் பக்கத்துல கூடவே போறது வந்து trigeminal lemniscus. அது வந்து பாடியில இருந்து போகாது, ஃபேஸ்ல இருந்து, ஹெட்ல இருந்து. இப்போ நம்ம சொன்ன dorsal column and spinothalamic tract will carry from the body. Correspondingly, what is carried from the head, okay, from the face and head, that is called as trigeminal lemniscus. It will be carried through the trigeminal nerve. அது trigeminal nerveல இருந்து உள்ள போய் ஹெட்ல உள்ள போகுது இல்லையா? இங்க போன உடனே அதுக்கு மட்டும் nucleus will differ. Okay, from the face and head it is ventroposteromedial. VPLN na ventroposterolateral nucleus, that is from all over the body. From the head it will go through the trigeminal nerve into the thalamus, relate to the thalamus, and that nucleus is not ventroposterolateral. பக்கத்துலயே ஒரு nucleus இருக்கும், that is ventroposteromedial nucleus. So head la irundhu poradhu ventroposteromedial nucleus ku poitu somatosensory cortex. So moon lemniscus, the great ascending sensory pathway, it is called spinal lemniscus, medial lemniscus, which is nothing but the dorsal column, and trigeminal lemniscus, which is carrying from the face. The moon lemniscus on சேர்த்தது தான் the ascending sensory pathway. Okay, so we are talking about the ventral spinothalamic tract, which will occupy the ventral white column, and it's crossed over already. Okay, உள்ள நுழைஞ்ச உடனே அந்த spinal segment will cross over ஆயிட்டு it will occupy the anterior white column, and then it will ascend up via the midbrain pons medulla and continues as a spinal lemniscus. So that bundle that is going through the brainstem is called a spinal lemniscus. It will reach the thalamus, it will relay in the ventroposterolateral nucleus of the thalamus. So அங்க இருந்த axons, அதாவது அங்க செல் பாடிஸ் இருக்கும்ப்பா, அந்த நர்வ்ஸ் ஓட செல் பாடிஸ் அந்த நியூக்ளியஸ்ல இருக்கும். அங்க அந்த செல் பாடி அந்த நியூக்ளியஸ்ல இருந்து போற ஆக்சான் வந்து எடுத்துட்டு போய் பிரெயினுக்கு போகும். Where in the brain? Somatosensory cortex area 1 and 2. Area 1 is called 312, area 2 is 57. 312, 57. Okay, somatosensory area 1 primary area, association area வந்து area 2. So what are the sensations that is carried by the ventral spinothalamic tract is crude sensations. Crude na enna, if supposing I am touching Supposing I'm touching very fine like this, it is a fine sensation. I mean to touch like this, it's a crude sensation. You know that somebody is touching you, okay, but you don't know what they're touching. This is a crude sensation, crude touch, crude pressure, all that, okay. And itch, tickle, இதுக்கெல்லாம் வந்து faster conduction இருக்குது. Whereas dorsal column, that tract will carry it really fast. The conduction will be very, very fast. Okay, like for example, it will be carrying at a rate of 30 to 100 meters per second, whereas this sensation will be carried only around 40 meters per second. So this evolution wise, your cortex evolved later, right? So for animals, you see, they will not be able to locate fine touch, stereognosis, adala. So for animals, they had all this. Okay, in the brainstem, cortex evolved much later. So these are all slower sensations. They will be carried slowly only. So crude touch, crude pressure. Remember like this, the ventral spinothalamic tract will carry crude sensations. So crude touch, crude pressure, itching, tickling, and the sexual and bladder sensations. When your bladder is full, you feel a sensation, the sexual sensations. 6 sensations carried by this ventral spinothalamic tract. Okay, crude touch, crude pressure, itch, tickle, bladder, and sexual sensation. All right. Okay. So then we are going to the last one, the spinocerebellar tract. Okay. So far we saw the dorsal column and the spinothalamic tract. Okay. So the dorsal column is going like this, and then it will cross over in the medulla. It enters the spinal cord, it grows up to the medulla, it crosses over in the medulla, and then it goes to the thalamus and reaches the sensory cortex. The spinothalamic tract will cross over in the spinal cord itself, and then it will go up via the brainstem and go to the thalamus and then goes to the cortex. All right. So this is the dorsal column, and this is the spinothalamic tract, the lateral and the ventral spinothalamic tract. The lateral spinothalamic tract carries pain and temperature, and the ventral spinothalamic tract carries crude touch and crude pressure. All right. Okay. So it goes like this. The other tract, this is the spinothalamic. Okay. Okay, so that's the difference. So the dorsal column, fine touch, pressure, proprioception, vibration, all this will be carried by the dorsal column. Pain, temperature, crude sensations, touch, tickling sensation, itching sensation, sexual sensations, bladder sensation will be carried by the spinothalamic tract. These are large myelinated fibers which will carry it very fast transmission. These are small myelinated fibers. Okay, the transmission will be slower. And this has a high degree of spatial orientation. That means you can locate. Pain, you will feel it diffuse in there. Kai valin solluvom. Correct over point. Ana touch panna, na enga touch panna ungala locate panna mudiyum. That's spatial orientation. So it will be more precise with dorsal column. It will be less precise with spinothalamic tract. Okay. All right. And this we saw from the lower limb, it will be medial, and upper limb it will be lateral. Okay. This is different somatotropism. Sacral to from lateral to medial. Okay. And when this is lost, when this is damaged, you will lose tactile sensation, vibration. In the NLR sensations carry panomo, all that you will lose. Spinothalamic tract damage, in the sensations, you will lose pain, temperature, crude sensations. All right. The last one is the spinocerebellar tract. Okay. The spinocerebellar tract carries unconscious proprioception. So the dorsal column carried conscious proprioception. The spinocerebellar tract will carry unconscious proprioception. These are what we cannot physically acknowledge. Okay, the signals of the proprioceptive information, that those signals that we cannot physically acknowledge. Sometimes we are sleeping and you will be flexing, extending, isn't it? The sensations that you cannot physically acknowledge, the joint position sense, those are called as unconscious or non-conscious proprioception, and that is carried by the spinocerebellar tract. Spinocerebellar tract, unconscious proprioception from the lower half of the body. Okay. So upper half of the body, which will carry? You have to tell me. Okay. When we discussed dorsal column, I told about some fibers which will go to the cerebellum. So you will think about that and tell me. Okay. So you have two tracts here, the dorsal spinocerebellar and the ventral spinocerebellar tract. Cerebellar. So it will the cortex, it will not go to the cerebral cortex. Okay. It will just go off into the brainstem side la cerebellum anga poidum. Okay. So quickly we will finish this off. Nothing. It's the same thing. Only thing, you should not go up to the cerebral cortex. It will go off to the cerebellum itself. So brainstem it will go off to the cerebellum. All right. So this fibers, it will get inside. Same thing. Dorsal root ganglion, first order neuron. then it gets into the spinal cord, okay, and then it will ascend up on the same side. The dorsal spinocerebellar pinnala irukadhu, frontla irukadhu ventral spinocerebellar. So ventral spinocerebellar tract enna agum ulla vandittu some fibers will ascend on the same side and some fibers will cross over and they will go up to the cerebellum. They will go up to the midbrain pons medulla, medulla pons midbrain, then midbrain varaikum poitu they will enter the cerebellum and then again they will recross and come off to the same side. If left side na inga irundhu cross over aagi right side ku poitu cerebellum kulla poitu thirupi and cerebellar peduncle valiyave it will cross over to the same side cerebellum. So ultimately they are reaching the same side only. Okay, so you have three cerebellar peduncles which are connecting: the superior cerebellar peduncle, the middle cerebellar peduncle, and the inferior cerebellar peduncle. Okay, so superior cerebellar peduncle is the midbrain, is the pons, is the medulla. So the dorsal spinocerebellar tract will come inside. It will go up to the medulla, inferior cerebellar peduncle valiya cerebellum poidum. Okay, the ventral cerebellar spinocerebellar tract will go up to the midbrain and then it will enter the superior cerebellar peduncle and get into the cerebellum. That is all. Understood? Simple. Ventral spinocerebellar, some will cross up to the cerebellum, they enter, come back to the same side cerebellum. Dorsal spinocerebellar, it will just don't cross, it will go on the same side. Okay, and dorsal வந்து inferior cerebellar peduncle வழியா போயிட்டு cerebellum குள்ள போகும். Ventral வந்து superior cerebellar up to the midbrain போயிட்டு it will get into the cerebellum. That is all. Spinocerebellar, same thing. Dorsal root ganglion, it goes up via the midbrain. Now it's not going to the thalamus or cortex, it will just go off to the cerebellum. All right, so what does it carry? Unconscious proprioception. That means which you cannot physically acknowledge, that sensations from the lower half of the body. So upper half of the body and the unconscious proprioception in the tract valiya podhan you should know. I will tell you. So these are the tracts that we learned today. Dorsal column here. Okay, the spinocerebellar tracts, the dorsal and ventral spinocerebellar tracts, the anterior spinothalamic and the lateral spinothalamic tract. All right. Okay, these are smaller tracts. I'll quickly tell just one line. Spinotectal na from the spinal cord to the tectum in the midbrain. Okay. Spino-olivarina from the spinal cord, it will just go up, enter the spinal cord, go up the brainstem to the olivary nucleus in the medulla, up to the medulla. Okay, so that is called as the spino-olivary tract. Then you have the spino-reticular tract. It will enter, then cross over, go to the opposite side, then it will go up to the reticular formation in the brainstem. Okay, in the pons in the medulla. Okay, we are coming to the applied aspects. So don't worry about those smaller tracts. You only have to write about all these major tracts: the spinothalamic, the spinocerebellar, and the dorsal column. Okay. Now, what is Tabes dorsalis is? It's a complication of syphilis. Okay, it's an infection. Syphilis is an infection. So Tabes dorsalis, in this condition, you have this dorsal column will get affected. Okay, the neurons of this dorsal column will get affected. So if the dorsal column gets affected, so all the tracts, sensations carried by the dorsal column will be lost. So you will now lose touch, proprioception, vibration. In the sensation, the person ku theriyadu in the syphilis and the Tabes dorsalis condition. But pain and temperature will not be affected. Dorsal column affect aachana and the sensations mattumda they will lose. Pain and temperature is carried by spinothalamic tract. When that tract is intact, they will not lose pain and temperature. All right. Only if the spinothalamic tract is cut, then they will lose pain and temperature. Okay. The syringomyelia is a condition where you have the spinal cord, right? In the spinal cord, you have the central canal. All right. So your spinothalamic tract is going to cross in front of the spinal cord. So in the spinal canal, central spinal canal, konja enlarge aachina, it will impinge on the spinothalamic tract that is crossing close to that. So this person in syringomyelia, because of the dilatation of the central spinal canal, because of tumor or any other condition, okay, it will press the spinothalamic tract. So he will lose pain and temperature, but the other sensations, dorsal column or sensations will be intact. Okay, it's called as dissociated anesthesia. Other konja sensations are intact, konja sensations are lost. All right. So that is called as syringomyelia, where there is dilatation of the central canal of the spinal cord and only the spinothalamic tracts are affected. So he will lose pain and temperature, but he will not lose the sensations carried by the dorsal column. Okay. And when you have B12 deficiency, vitamin B12 deficiency, you must have learned in erythropoiesis. This is called a subacute degeneration of the spinal cord. Okay. It is due to vitamin B12 deficiency and it will affect the dorsal column. And what is hemisection and complete section of spinal cord? Na, either a gunshot injury and half of the spinal cord is cut, it is called hemisection. Full spinal cord may cut, it is called complete section of the spinal cord. That is a separate topic by itself. We can learn it if you want. I can teach you that in a separate class. Just know that the spinal cord is cut. So one half of the spinal cord cut ulla vara dorsal column. He will lose all the sensations on the same side. And if a spinothalamic tract, that's the crossover item. So he will lose that on the opposite side. So all the sensations will be lost on one side of the body. That is the dorsal column on the same side and pain and temperature on the opposite side when you have a hemisection of the spinal cord. Because the spinothalamic tracts are crossing over in the spinal cord itself. So that sensation will be lost in the opposite side of the body. Dorsal column adhe side la poradhanaala endha side half cut aayirukko adhe side la they will lose touch, pressure, vibration, proprioception ella. Okay. So these are some of the applied aspects. So this is that. Over half of the spinal cord cut ayiduchena same side la he will lose. Supposing just half is cut, same side la he will lose touch, pressure, vibration ella. Opposite half la he will lose pain and temperature because adu cross ayidum illaya adanaala. So to summarize, we saw dorsal column, we saw the main tracts. Okay, dorsal column, that is gracilis and cuneatus. Gracilis will enter the spinal cord, go up to the medulla, cross over, both will cross over in the medulla. Cuneatus in the konjam fibers will go as external arcuate fibers to the cerebellum. So cuneate nucleus and the cerebellum for the cuneo-cerebellar fibers. Okay, cuneo-cerebellar tract. That tract will carry the unconscious proprioception from the upper limb. Cuneatus na upper limb, yeah, cuneatus upper limb. So adala the konjam fibers cerebellum podale external arcuate fibers that will carry unconscious proprioception from the upper limb. Unconscious proprioception from the lower half of the body will be carried by spinocerebellar tract. Conscious proprioception ellame vandu is the dorsal column. Okay, so gracilis from the lower half of the body, cuneatus from the upper half of the body. They'll cross over in the medulla, go to the thalamus, and then to the cortex. Okay, spinothalamic tract. They will cross over in the spinal cord, go via the brainstem, go to the thalamus, VPLN nucleus, go to the sensory cortex. Spinocerebellar tracts, they will not go to the cortex, they will not go to the thalamus, they will only go up to the brainstem and they will go off to the cerebellum. Ventral spinocerebellar will cross and again recross in the cerebellum. Dorsal will be going uncrossed and go to the same side cerebellum. Dorsal will go via the inferior cerebellar peduncle, ventral will go to the superior cerebellar peduncle and get into the cerebellum and go to the area where the lower limb is represented in the cerebellum. Lower limb areas because the spinocerebellar tract carries unconscious proprioception from the lower limb. All right. So that is it. I already revised it. So I think it will be time for the next thing. We can always revise this once again in the next class and then begin with the next class also. All right. We saw what all these tracts carry. Please remember the dorsal column carries touch, pressure, vibration, proprioception. Proprioception are joint position sense. Okay. Stereognosis also you have to add. Stereognosis is the ability to identify any familiar object with eyes closed. Lateral spinothalamic tract will carry pain and temperature. Anterior spinothalamic tract will carry crude sensations, itch and tickle sensations, okay, and all that. Bladder sensation, sexual sensations. Spinocerebellar will carry unconscious proprioception from the lower half of the body only. Unconscious proprioception from the upper half of the body will be carried by the external arcuate fibers that is going to the cerebellum. All the remaining dorsal column fibers will go off to the medial side. They are called as internal arcuate fibers. And this is called as medial lemniscus. This is called as spinal lemniscus. And as what is carried from the face is called as trigeminal lemniscus. These three bundles form the major ascending sensory pathways. All right. So just read it once. If you have any doubts, please feel free to ask me in the next class. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Vinod. Shall I exit?